Hi, I'm Warren Sprouse. This is the Bible Forum. We're here every Sunday night from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern. We're looking at life through a biblical lens. Planned Parenthood jumped up into the spotlight this week, not perhaps in the way that you might think, but in the face of growing pressures on Planned Parenthood. Think selling body parts for money. The Satanic Temple has launched a pro-abortion crusade to come to the aid of America's largest abortion provider. That's sweet. According to reports, legislators have passed nearly 300 abortion restrictions in the last 5 years. This has resulted in closing down hundreds of clinics. And the Satanic Temple, these people are upset about this. They're out in the street. They're counter-protesting at pro-life rallies. They filed lawsuits against the state of Missouri, for example, on behalf of one of its members, a member who was being just horribly abused. Here was a woman who wanted to have an abortion, and in the state of Missouri, she had to wait 72 hours. Can you imagine that? That's 3 days, isn't it? What's wrong with waiting? Well, stay tuned. Along with its counter-protests against pro-lifers, the Satanic Temple has launched a campaign against informed consent laws. These are the laws that require women seeking abortions to be provided with informational materials regarding abortion. They urge women to claim exemption from informed consent materials, alleging a religious right not to receive such information. The truth in all of this? When women have to wait, or when women are informed, statistically, they are more likely to choose not to kill their babies. And many of the bills that stipulate waiting periods and that sort of information and so forth do so because they know that's how it works. But they also just want the woman to really know. They're not being forced into this by a boyfriend. They're not being forced by emotional pressures. They've stopped. They've seen it. They work through this, think about it, and then come back. A couple of days is not a long time. But that's too much for the abortionist. And now they have the Satanists on their side. Who is Satan? What does he stand for? The Bible says he's a murderer. Was from the beginning. He's a liar. Think of something evil and bad that's not good for society. He embodies it all. I'm Planned Parenthood. I don't really think I want the devil on my side, do you? In an unrelated story, there was a death, military funeral. For who knows how many years, service members have been given the flag folding speech. My son got that when he died. He was former Navy. Retirement ceremonies, civic events. Traditionally, the speech explains the colors, the symbols, the history of the flag. The flag folding speech contains several religious references, including, "Let us pray that God will reflect with admiration the willingness of one nation in her attempts to rid the world of tyranny, oppression, and misery. It is this one nation under God that we call with honor the United States of America." And the speech closes with, quote, "God bless our flag, God bless our troops, God bless America." Well, back in 2005, the Pentagon changed the speech to remove all references to the divine, substituting additional historical facts such as Neil Armstrong's planting the American flag on the moon. But a lot of the service members really prefer the traditional speech, and they want that to be given at their retirement celebrations and so forth. Senior Master Sergeant Oscar Rodriguez, retired Air Force after 33 years, has a clear and distinctive voice and is therefore frequently asked to deliver the flag folding speech at retirement ceremonies. In April of this year, Master Sergeant Charles Robertson was retiring from active duty. Robertson had heard Rodriguez give his stirring rendition of the traditional flag folding speech and asked if he would give that speech at his retirement celebration at Travis Air Force Base. According to a demand letter sent by First Liberty Institute on Monday of last week, the squadron's commanding officer, Lieutenant Colonel Michael Savitsky, learned that Rodriguez would give the traditional speech mentioning God and expressed his opposition. He allegedly tried to block it. When the event went forward as planned, another video, first obtained by Breitbart News, shows Rodriguez taking his position, beginning his flag folding speech. As it unfolds, not the flag, but the speech, 4 uniformed airmen surround him, forcibly seize him, roughly drag him out of the room, and he's shouting out his speech over the heads of his assailants. Air Force personnel then expelled Rodriguez from the base entirely. Did I mention the service members were not military police, that they had no lawful authority to arrest or to detain any person, especially a private citizen? Rodriguez then retained First Liberty Institute as his legal counsel. First Liberty is representing Rodriguez entirely free of charge. It seems this is what our military and our nation have come to.